At first, it just felt like a normal drive. Just the road. The night. Nothing unusual. But then small things started happening. Things that didn't make sense. And the scary part is, when you're that far from home, there's nowhere to go. These are 3 road trip stories that felt a little too real. Story 1. The car that kept coming back. It was supposed to be a simple drive. Just me, a long road, and about 5 hours to get there. I left just after sunset. Not ideal, but I didn't think much of it. The roads were mostly empty. Long stretches of motorway. Occasional cars passing by. Nothing unusual. For the first hour, everything felt normal. Music on. Cruise control. Just driving. Then I noticed it. A car behind me. Not close. Just there. Keeping distance. I didn't think much of it at first. Same direction. Same road. Normal. But after a while, it didn't pass. Didn't slow down. Just stayed there. Far enough to not be obvious. Close enough to always be in view. I glanced at the mirror again. Same car. Black. Headlights steady. I changed lanes. Slowed down slightly. Expected it to pass. It didn't. It slowed too. Stayed behind me. My chest tightened a little. That felt off. I sped up. It sped up. Still keeping that same distance. Not getting closer. Not falling back. Just matching me. I told myself I was overthinking. It's a long road. People drive like that sometimes. So I ignored it. Focused on the road ahead. Another 20 minutes passed. Then I saw a sign. Service station ahead. I decided to stop. Just to break it up. And honestly, to see what that car would do. I indicated. Took the exit. Watched the mirror. The car didn't follow. It kept going. Straight ahead. I felt that tension ease slightly. See? I said out loud. Nothing. I parked up. Got out. Stretched. Grabbed a drink. Spent about 10 minutes there. Then got back in. Started driving again. Back onto the motorway. Everything felt normal again. For about 5 minutes. Then I saw it. In my mirror. The same car. Same distance. Same headlights. My chest tightened instantly. That didn't make sense. There was no way it should be behind me again. It didn't take the exit. It kept going. So how was it here? I stared at it, trying to convince myself I was wrong. That it was just another car. But something about it felt exactly the same. The way it moved. The distance. Everything. I changed lanes again. Slowed down. This time, it didn't slow. It stayed at the same speed. And passed me. Slowly. My heart started beating faster. As it came alongside, I glanced over. But I couldn't see inside. The windows were dark. Too dark. Then it moved ahead. And pulled back into my lane. Right in front of me. Still at that same distance. Like it was now leading instead of following. I didn't like that. Not at all. So I slowed down again. Let it pull away. Watched as the distance grew. Until eventually, it disappeared. Out of sight. I let out a breath. That should have been the end of it. But it wasn't. About 30 minutes later, I saw it again. Parked. On the side of the road. Lights off. Just sitting there. My chest tightened. As I drove past, the headlights turned on. Slowly. Then the car pulled out. And got behind me again. Same distance. Same position. I felt that panic start to build now. This wasn't normal. This wasn't coincidence. I sped up. This time, it didn't match me. It stayed back. But it didn't disappear. Still there. Watching. Following. I checked the time. Still over an hour left. No major stops. Just road. And that car. I grabbed my phone. Considered calling someone. But what would I say? There's a car behind me. It sounded stupid. But it didn't feel stupid. It felt wrong. Then, the headlights disappeared. Just gone. I frowned. Looked again. Nothing. Empty road. I slowed down slightly. Confused. Then I saw it. Ahead of me. The same car. Driving in front. At that same distance. Like it had never been behind me. My chest tightened again. That wasn't possible. There was no turn. No exit. Nowhere it could have gone. But there it was. In front of me. And then slowly, it started to slow down, forcing me to slow with it. Until eventually, we were barely moving. In the middle of the road. No other cars. Just us. Then, the car stopped. Completely. I stopped too. A few meters behind. My heart was racing now. Then the driver's door opened. Slowly. I didn't wait. I reversed. Quickly. Turned around. And drove back the way I came. Didn't stop. Didn't look back. I took a different route after that. Longer. But I didn't care. Because I don't know who was in that car. Or how it kept getting ahead of me. Without ever passing. Story 2. The place that wasn't on the map. It was supposed to be a quick stop. Just somewhere to stretch, grab a drink, and get back on the road. We'd been driving for hours. Me and my friend. The kind of road where everything starts to look the same. Trees. Darkness. Nothing else. Then we saw it. A sign. Faded. Barely lit. Rest area, 1 mile. We both noticed it at the same time. Finally, he said. I nodded. We hadn't seen anything for ages. So I took the turn. The road changed immediately. Narrower. No streetlights. Just our headlights cutting through the dark. Bit weird, he said. Yeah, I replied. But we kept going. After about a minute, we saw it. A small building. Single floor. Lights on inside. A couple of empty parking spaces. No other cars. That should have been the first sign. I parked up anyway. Turned the engine off. We both just sat there for a second, looking at the place. Feels dead, he said. I nodded. But we were already there. So we got out. The air felt still. Not quiet. Just empty. Like nothing else was around for miles. We walked toward the building. The lights inside flickered slightly. That didn't help. I pushed the door open. It creaked. Inside, it looked normal. Sort of. A small shop area. A counter. A few shelves. But something felt off. Too clean. Too untouched. Like no one actually used it. There was someone behind the counter. Standing still. Watching us. He didn't say anything. Didn't greet us. Just stared. We walked in slowly. All right, I said. No response. My friend gave me a look. We both felt it. Something wasn't right. I picked up a drink from the shelf. Checked the label. Didn't recognize the brand. None of the stuff there looked familiar. I put it back. Then I noticed something else. The clock on the wall. It wasn't moving. The second hand was stuck, ticking, but not moving forward. I frowned. Then the guy behind the counter spoke. You shouldn't stay long. His voice was flat, calm, but it felt wrong. Why? My friend asked. The man didn't answer, just kept looking at us. Then slowly, he nodded toward the door, like he was telling us to leave. We didn't argue. We just walked out, back to the car, locked the doors immediately. Sat there for a second. Neither of us spoke. Then I turned the engine on. We drove off. Didn't look back. Got back onto the main road. The relief hit instantly, like we'd just left something behind. We drove in silence for a few minutes. Then my friend said, "Check the map." I frowned. Why? Just check. I opened the map on my phone, zoomed in, and my chest tightened. There was nothing there. No rest area. No building. Just road. Trees. Empty land. That's not right, I said. We both looked back. Through the rear window. Nothing. No lights. No building. Just darkness. Like it was never there. We didn't stop again after that. Didn't take any more turns. Just drove straight. Until we reached somewhere normal. With lights. People. Noise. Because I don't know where that place was. Or why it showed up on that road. When it wasn't supposed to exist. Story 3. He was already in the back seat. It was meant to be a chilled drive. Just me and my cousin. We'd set off late. Not ideal, but we didn't mind. Less traffic. Quieter roads. He was driving. I was in the passenger seat. Music on low. Just talking. Normal. After a couple of hours, I started feeling tired. Not fully asleep. Just that heavy feeling. Eyes closing for a few seconds at a time. In and out. At one point, I opened my eyes and glanced in the rearview mirror. Just out of habit. And I paused. For a second. I thought I saw something. In the back seat. A shape. But when I looked properly. Nothing. Empty. I frowned slightly. Probably just tired. My brain playing tricks. So I ignored it. Closed my eyes again. A few minutes passed. Then I woke up properly. Something felt off. The car felt different. I sat up. Looked around. Everything seemed normal. Road ahead. Dark. My cousin still driving. Then I looked in the mirror again. And this time, I saw it clearly. Someone was sitting in the back. Right behind me. My chest tightened instantly. I turned around quickly. Nothing. Empty seats. I felt my heart start to race. What? My cousin said. I hesitated. Nothing. I didn't want to sound stupid. Didn't want to freak him out. I turned back around. Tried to calm myself down. But that feeling stayed. That something wasn't right. A few minutes later, I checked again. The mirror. And it was there. Same position. Sitting still. Facing forward. I could see the outline. Shoulders. Head. But no face. Just darkness. My chest tightened again. I didn't turn around this time. I just stared at the mirror, trying to understand what I was seeing. Bro, slow down, I said. Why? Just slow down. He looked at me, confused, but he slowed slightly. Is everything all right? I hesitated. Then I said it. There's someone in the back. He laughed. What? I'm serious. He glanced in the mirror, then back at the road. There's no one there. I can see it, I said. My voice felt tight. He shook his head. You're tired. Check, I said. Just check properly. He sighed. Then slowly, he turned his head, looked into the back seat, and his expression changed. Completely. He froze, then snapped his head forward again, and pressed the accelerator. We didn't say anything for a few seconds. Just silence. The car speeding up slightly. Then he said quietly, "Don't look again." My chest tightened, because that confirmed it. He saw it too. I kept my eyes forward. Didn't move. Didn't breathe properly. Then, a sound. From behind us. A soft shift. Like someone moving. In the seat. I felt my whole body tense up. Then, a faint whisper. So quiet. I almost thought I imagined it. Stop the car. I froze. My cousin didn't respond. Just kept driving. Faster now. The whisper came again. Closer. Stop the car. My chest felt tight. I didn't turn around. Couldn't. Then, a hand rested lightly on my shoulder. I flinched. Hard. My cousin swerved slightly. Don't move, he said. We both stayed still. Completely. Then suddenly, the weight lifted. The presence. Gone. Just like that. Silence again. We didn't slow down. Didn't stop. Just kept driving. 4 miles. Neither of us spoke. Until eventually, we reached a petrol station. Bright lights. People around. We pulled in. Stopped. Sat there. Breathing heavily. Then slowly, we both looked in the mirror. The back seat was empty. Completely empty. We checked properly. Got out. Opened the doors. Nothing. No one there. But we both saw it. We both heard it. And we both felt it. We didn't talk about it after that. Still don't. Because I don't know who was sitting behind us. Or how it got into the car. Without ever opening the door. Not everything you come across stays on the road. Some things follow you. Quietly. If one of these did, you already know which one. There are more stories like this on my channel. If you're willing to keep going, subscribe if you think you can handle the next one. I'll see you again. If you're still paying attention.